Welcome back to Sports Banner. This is Bryson. Man, Grand Slam just happened today, and it was one of the best New Japan shows I've seen in a long time, especially since the pandemic era started. So let's just get right into it. The opening match before the show was the New Japan Rambo, in which you could be eliminated over the top rope by pinfall, by submission, or being handcuffed. That's a special Yano stipulation. And so 22 entrants were in the match. And in the end, it was between Toru Yano and the number one participant, Chase Owens. And Chase Owens ended up getting the victory with the help of Bullet Club's Kenta and Yujiro Takahashi. So there you go. Chase Owens is the first person to dethrone Yano as the KOPW 2021 Provisional Trophy winner. And that is literally the first time that that trophy has ever changed hands on a New Japan show. Let's see what happens when Chase Owens is now the holder. Hopefully things will get a little more less silly with Yano. Yano had some very stupid stipulations. I hope that at least we get some exciting and captivating stipulations with Chase Owens now the trophy holder. Hopefully Yano doesn't get it back. The official first match of the night, we had the Mega Coaches, which were Ryusuke Taguchi and Rocky Romero, going against the 66th IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, El Phantasmo and Taiji Ishimori. And this was a really good match, 20 minutes to the finish, in which ELP and Ishimori retained the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championships. Ryusuke Taguchi almost found what was in ELP's boot, but the low blow from El Phantasmo and the CR2 would put away Ryusuke Taguchi, and the Bullet Club's cutest tag team would retain the titles. Good stuff. It was a very captivating match. It was a lot more refreshing than Roppongi 3K or Desperado and Kanemaru in that opening Junior Tag Team Championship spot. With these two teams, it felt very fresh, and it was a really good match. So props to them for having a great opening contest. And next, we'll have the second of our two Junior Heavyweight matches on this show. Like I just kind of foreshadowed, the next match was for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, as the challenger, Robbie Eagles, in his second challenge for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, going against the 89th champion in El Desperado. And this was a very technical match where both men were targeting the knees of each other. El Desperado's knee is always getting messed up because Robbie Eagles targets that knee to set up for the Ron Miller special, his finishing submission hold, as where Desperado was targeting Robbie Eagles' knee because Eagles' knee was attacked by a chair from El Desperado the night before, when Robbie Eagles got a surprise victory in a tag match against El Desperado. Overall, this match was super exciting. I don't know why. I never get this excited over limb targeting, but it really showed the technical prowess of Robbie Eagles. It had me going for him, and in the end, he locked that Ron Miller special so well. Desperado tapped out, and Robbie Eagles, the first IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion from Australia. Congrats to him. He worked so hard and barely got out of Australia to participate in the match. He wins, and he finally gets his moment in the Tokyo Dome. And as it was announced a little bit earlier in the night, Hiromu Takahashi's back, and he's going to be facing Robbie Eagles. So we'll have to see where that happens. Maybe it'll happen in a couple of months at the September show. I think they have a big baseball stadium in which they're going to wrestle at. And possibly this is saving El Desperado versus Hiromu Takahashi for something like a Wrestle Kingdom match. That would be extremely exciting. So I can't wait for what happens next in the junior heavyweight division. This was truly an unpredictable finish, and it breathed some life into the junior heavyweight division. Third, we had a special singles match between Kazuchika Okada and Jeff Cobb, and this was a pretty solid match. If I were to rate the matches, this might have been one of the more forgettable ones, but hey, it's a big match with Okada. Jeff Cobb really was impressive in this one. That big drop kick knocking Okada to the floor was phenomenal. And this was just an excellent match. There was not much going for it here. There was no stipulation. They were really heated throughout this whole tour, Jeff Cobb calling Kazuchika Okada a young boy. So there was some fire in that. Once again, Okada doesn't use the Rainmaker to win. He gets Jeff Cobb on a roll-up, and as the commentary team, the English commentary team, very handily pointed out, that's the roll-up that beat Chris Jericho. That's the one that beat some of the bigger stars in New Japan. So the fact that he had to go to that for Jeff Cobb really makes Jeff Cobb look a little strong, although some people might not agree with the finish and agree with how it ended. It really did protect Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb did not receive a Rainmaker. There was only a couple of money clips, which it's good. I'm not too much of a fan of the money clip. I like it as a concept, but it's just kind of annoying. They really cut down on the money clip this match, which really I like that. Overall, the match was great. I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see what's next for both of these guys. And then we had the longest match of the night, the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. The challengers, now Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr., going against the first-time champions, the first time both men have held the championships together, Sanada and Tetsuya Naito. And this was only a 2-week wonder for the LIJ team as Sabre Jr. and Taichi regained the belts. That was a shocker to me that these two, Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr., they're a great tag team, but the fact that they already won those tag belts back, they're now 3-time IWGP Tag Team Champions, that's crazy. But the match itself was really good. I really enjoyed it. It did go a little long, which I know some people don't like matches going long to be long, but this was an exciting one. It kept me invested between these four. These four men have great chemistry with each other, the two teams. Excellent chemistry. I can't believe I enjoyed this match again after it happened like 2 weeks ago. And now they had it again at the Tokyo Dome. This one definitely delivered. Zack Sabre Jr. made Tetsuya Naito tap in the middle of that ring to get the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions back. And that's just great. I love it. I love Dangerous Tekkers. And now it looks like Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi have stepped up to the plate. Maybe, I hope there's a #1 contenders match, a little bit of that going on this, the continuation of this Summer Struggle tour. Maybe Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto versus Tetsuya Naito and Sanada, where the winners face Dangerous Tekkers at maybe the next big New Japan event. That would be fantastic. So either way, I'm excited for the tag team division. It's heating up now that the Guerrillas of Destiny have, shied away from the tag team division. Finjuice is in Impact right now, tearing it down there. There's the Good Brothers and Violence Unlimited on New Japan Strong. This Friday, I believe, is actually, I don't know if it's going to be the finals, but those are the two teams that are vying for that Tag Team Turbulence trophy. You got to think that maybe if the Good Brothers win, they're going to come to Japan and challenge for those IWGP Tag Team Championships. A lot of moving pieces in the tag team division, maybe to set up World Tag League, hopefully coming this winter. And then we have the main event. The main event that nobody was expecting, but the main event that I think everyone went away shocked. It was Hiroshi Tanahashi replacing a sick Kota Ibushi, going against the first defense for the third IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, Shingo Takagi. And oh my gosh, this was a fantastic match. So captivating between these two. Hiroshi Tanahashi, he is the once-in-a-century talent, and he proved that today in his match. Man, he really looked younger again. You couldn't tell that Hiroshi Tanahashi's a little bit older, that he may be considering retirement. You can't tell in this one because he looked amazing. So did Shingo. Shingo looked like a real champion, and I really want to give props to the English commentary team for New Japan World. They really built up this match, made me so excited for it. So many near falls between these two. The intensity is what sold it for me. Hiroshi Tanahashi's fierce fighting, and Shingo Takagi's always got that fire of a dragon, and he proved it here tonight. Strong style. It was a New Japan match if there ever was one. Hard-hitting action, near falls, so much drama. The fans were into it. They loved it. It was so great, and Shingo Takagi won with the last of the dragon. And then, after it all went downhill, I believe the only time that New Japan dropped the ball in the show was when Evil is the next challenger for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. This really brought it down for me. I do not like Evil. Look, I'm a fan of Bullet Club. But Evil? I get Evil beat Tomohiro Ishii yesterday in a special singles match. But that's with that, not even, but are we going to ignore the fact that it was with Dick Togo and Yujiro Takahashi's help that he beat Tomohiro Ishii? The man hasn't gained so many wins. He freaking lost to Yano a couple of months ago, and now he's challenging for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship? Like, I get Ibushi's not okay. Ibushi's sick still, so I get why not. But why not Kazuchika Okada? The man who beat Jeff Cobb earlier in the night didn't even challenge. It has to be Evil. Evil of all people. I would have been fine with Hiromu again. Kenta would have been a better decision. And you already know Kenta was there earlier in the night. He would have been a more credible threat from Bullet Club than freaking Evil. I get that these two have history with each other, but why does Evil deserve a shot? Well, he hit Evil on Shingo Takagi after Shingo won the match, you know, to set up that Evil is the next challenger. Not saying that I'm a fan of it, because I'm not. But let's try and make some good out of this. Hopefully, Evil has his first good match in about a year, because I'm sick of Evil. I'm sick of Dick Togo. I'm really just sick of Dick Togo. The involvement from Dick Togo and now Yujiro Takahashi really is kind of putting me down about Evil. Like, why is this guy here? All he does is cheat. At least with Jay White has banger matches, has some interference. But when Evil is using interference 3 times a match against Ishii in order to get a win in a 20-minute fight, why does Evil deserve a shot? To me, he doesn't. He really doesn't. And I saw someone on Twitter say Yoshihashi would have been more interesting. He probably would have. Because this, I don't get it. I don't understand New Japan. You had this great show in which you had 6 matches that were interesting. 5 if you don't want to count the KOBW New Japan Rambo. But you had 5 matches that really mattered. 5 matches that really put your show back on the map as must-watch, you know, New Japan programming. This was one of the best shows that you've had. But you ended off with such a buzzkill that's really plagued New Japan of just the prestige when you had Evil as champion and he used interference like crazy. And he's still using interference like crazy, losing to Yano, and now he's a challenger for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Man, all I gotta say is Shingo better roll through him in 10 minutes, because if this match goes over 20, I'm gonna be very disappointed. I really, look, and this can all change. If Evil somehow doesn't have Dick Togo, doesn't have much interference, and has a good match with Shingo, I think all will be good with New Japan. But given how good Shingo is, how great of matches he's had against Tanahashi, he's had a good match against Okada, he's had many good matches against Ospreay. You have those guys, hopefully Shingo can push Evil to have a good match, because Evil has not had a good match in a severely long time. And that's all I'm saying. Evil just needs to get better in the ring. And if he really steps up and has a good match with Shingo, we're good. This was a good decision. And then this will be the best show of the year. But this really puts, you know, a taint on Wrestle Grand Slam of how great it was. Because I enjoyed everything up until Evil showing up. But that's just my thoughts. Put your thoughts down below. And if you enjoyed this, give it a like, comment, subscribe for more. And until next time, we'll see you guys in the next one.